Alright, in this problem, I have 9 to the power of x is equal to 27. So I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, first start with 9 to the power of x is equal to 27. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite 9 here as 3 to the power of 2. So now I have 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x. And this is equal to 27. Now, 3 to the power of 1, that's equal to 3. 3 to the power of 2, that's equal to 9. 3 to the power of 3, this is going to equal 9 times 3, because as the exponent goes up, the result is multiplied by 3. That's how powers of 3 works. So 3 to the power of 3, that's going to equal 9 times 3, which is 27. So I can rewrite 27 here as 3 to the power of 3. So now I have 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of 3. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x, that's going to equal 3 to the power of 2 times x, which is simply just 3 to the power of 2x. And this is equal to 3 to the power of 3. So now, what I'm going to do, now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, these two exponents equal each other, so 2x is equal to 3. Now to solve this equation, all I have to do is divide both sides by 2, these two cancel out, and I'll have x is equal to 3 over 2. So this is my answer. Now to check, first start with 9 to the power of x is equal to 27. So x is equal to 3 over 2. So now I have 9 to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to 27. Now 9 to the power of 3 over 2, this is the same thing as 9 to the power of 3 squared. Or sorry, the square root of 9 to the power of 3. Now 9 to the power of 3, 9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 9, that's going to be 729. So I have the square root of 729. And square root of 729 is 27. So I have 27 is equal to 27. And because this is right, my solution is right. Alright, so for this problem, I have 6 to the power of x is equal to 12. So to solve this problem, I'm going to first start by taking the log on both sides. So now I have log 6 to the power of x is equal to log 12. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can simply move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So in this case, log 6 to the power of x, I can move x to the front. So that's going to equal x times log 6, which is equal to log 12. Now, to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides by log 6. These two cancel out, and I have x is equal to log 12 over log 6. Now log 12, that's the same thing as log 6 times 2. Now I have this over log 6. And if I have something in the form log a times b, this is equal to log a plus log b. So log 6 times 2 I can write as log 6 plus log 2. Now I have this over log 6. Now log 6 plus log 2 over log 6, this is the same thing as log 6 over log 6 plus log 2 over log 6. Now, log 6 and log 6, these two cancel out. So now I have x is equal to 1 plus log 2 over log 6. And log 6 over here, I can write as log 2 times 3. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to read this as log 2 over log 2 plus log 3. And again, if I expand it, I get 1 plus log 2 over log 2 plus log 2 over log 3. Log 2 and log 2, those two cancel out, so I have x is equal to 2 plus log 2, that's equal to 0.301 over log 3, that's equal to 0.47. So if you simplify this, you get x is equal to 1.3868. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have x squared minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 squared. So I want to find the value of x here. So to start, my solution, first start with x squared minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and expand x minus 1 squared. So if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, I'm actually going to expand x squared minus 1. So if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, x squared minus 1 is the same thing as 1 squared. So a is equal to x and b is equal to 1. So now I have x plus 1 times x minus 1, which is equal to x minus 1 squared. Now, if I subtract x minus 1, I get x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus, if I subtract x minus 1 squared minus x minus 1 squared is equal to 0. Now x minus 1 squared, that's the same thing as x minus 1 times x minus 1. Now if I factor out x minus 1 from this, I get x minus 1 times x plus 1 minus x minus 1. This is equal to 0. Now this is equal to x plus 1 minus x plus 1. And which is equal to, these two x's cancel out, so all I'm left with is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So I have x minus 1 times 2 is equal to 0. So now to solve this, I'm going to have to distribute the 2. So 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So I have 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now to solve this, I simply add 2 on both sides. These two cancel out, and I have 2x is equal to 2. Now from here, all I have to do is divide both sides by 2. These two cancel out, and I am left with x is equal to 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 20 minus 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of x. So I'm going to first start by rewriting 20 as 19 plus 1. So now I have 2 to the power of 19 plus 1 minus 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, I have 2 to the power of 19 plus 1, and this is going to equal 2 to the power of 19 times 2 to the power of 1. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of x. Now from here, if I factor out 2 to the power of 19 from my left-hand side, I get 2 to the power of 19 times 2 to the power of 1 minus 1 is equal to 16 to the power of x. And 2 to the power of 1 minus 1, that's simply equal to 1. And anything times 1 is itself. So I have 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of x. Now, 16, that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 4. So now I have 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 2 to the power of 4 to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 4 to the power of x, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 4 times x, which is also 2 to the power of 4x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, 19 is equal to 4x. Now we have a simple equation here. All I have to do is divide both sides by 4, and I get x is equal to 19 over 4. Now, to check, my original equation was 2 to the power of 20 minus 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of x. Now, 2 to the power of 20 minus 2 to the power of 19, we already know that's 2 to the power of 19. So we get 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 16 to the power of 19 over 4. Now 16, that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 4, so now I have 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 19 over 4, and these two 4's cancel out, so I get 2 to the power of 19 is equal to 2 to the power of 19.